I'm Della with Della Q. I thought it might make sense to do a run through of all of the project bags so that you could see the different benefits of using one bag versus another, as well as the comparative sizes of them for your different size projects, whether you've got something small that you're working on, whether you're looking for a bag to carry more than just your knitting, and some options for that. So I think I'll start first with the really simple, smaller bags, and they are our drawstring bags. The first ones we have are our edict bags, and these are a nice drawstring closure, and they have little sayings on it. This one is cheaper than therapy. We have a whole list of sayings such as paws off my knitting, naughty knitter, cheaper than therapy, which this one is. There's a whole list of them. So they come in 3 different colors, so check those out. That's a good size. This is the size of a large Ziploc bag, so you get the idea of that. This also has a little extra pocket in there, so you can put a row counter or other little notions in that. So these are the edict bags. Same size bag is our small Eden, and they come again with this pocket on the inside, a drawstring closure, and they come a whole slew of prints. And these prints change every season, so you can always see what are the most up-to-date fabrics at dellaq.com. Again, size of a Ziploc bag. Then we have the same bag, but it's the large, and this is the size of a grocery sack, whether you're Kroger or Safeway. So pretty big bag, super lightweight, and you can have a whole slew of these. So if you've got several projects going on, you could use that. I think I've got a sample in here of what one looks like with this one. Here's another print. This one has, it has a start of a sweater. I think it's got about half a sweater, my size sweater, and a couple of skeins in there as well. And there's plenty of extra room in there. So it's really nice because they're lightweight and you can really choose different sizes for your different projects. So this is the large Eden. So, okay, those are the smallest, easiest ones. Then we also have our Mili roll top bag. And this is roughly the same size as the Eden. Yeah, it's about the same size, but it simply has a different closure to it. So this one is a roll top, so you're just going to roll it so that if you've got a small project, you just roll it more. If you've got a larger project, you unroll it a little bit, and then you tie it. So that makes a nice little carry bag for you as well. So this is the Mili roll top bag, again available in many different fabrics. So check out the website for that. Then let's talk about a couple of our little smaller guys. This is the rosemary bag, comes in both the silk and the cotton prints. And then this is the Pippa yarn dispenser, comes only in the cotton prints. All of our cotton prints change every season, so if you see something here, it may or may not be available depending on when you're looking. So take a look at the website for the most current fabrics. So this might be a better option if you're a walk and knitter kind of person. Really good for sock projects. Let's see, what do I have in this guy? This one, I think, let's see. Oh, I've got a small little Habu skein, another smaller skein, and a set of needles. There's plenty of room for your sock project in there. Also good for small hats. And this one has a little closure as well as an exterior pocket. So this is the rosemary bag. The Pippa bag is slightly smaller, and it is a drawstring closure. So this is great if you wanted to pull your yarn out and knit that way. It does not have a grommet because if you want to change your yarn out, or if you have a snag or something in your yarn or a knot, you want to change it out, you won't have to be worried about the grommet. So let's see, what did I put in here? So I do have one skein, a set of needles, definitely can get another skein in there plus your project, or actually probably one skein plus your project. This is my Soli socks case, or a small little 6-inch DPN case. That fits in there quite nicely as well, so if you're working on socks. So this is the Pippa yarn dispenser, so a couple of the smaller ones. This is Nora. So Nora is great to slip on your wrist, again, if you're a walker and knitter. That is probably more similar to the small, again, here's the small Eden bag. So you probably get a little bit more maybe in your Eden. This is just a more interesting shape, and you can pull your yarn out here. So this is the Nora. Okay, so those I think are the smallest bags that we've got. Another option I wanted to highlight is if you are looking for something that maybe has a zip closure. This is my mesh and cotton collection. It's sold in a set of 3. And what is great about this is that the larger bag actually is probably great. This is a small, medium, and large. The largest one is really good for a project because you could put a skein or a couple skeins and your needles inside the larger bag and your project, maybe socks, hat. So this is the mesh and cotton zip pouches. So I'm suggesting you could use the largest one for a smaller project as well. Let's see. Okay, the next, on this side over here, I have sort of the handle bags, and then on the left here, I guess would be your right, is the shoulder bags. So just kind of separating that way, and these tend to be a little bit larger. So in the stand-up bags, this is Priscilla. You can see it's bigger than the Rosemary, and she stands up all by herself, which is great. It's the same size as a little lunch bag. So think of that. That's where I designed it. Just was noticing a lot of knitters were using little brown bags from their store, their favorite local yarn store. So same thing, but let's just make it pretty. It's 100% silk taffeta. Comes in 5 colors. Let's see, I've got 2 skeins in here, and then I did throw my DPN roll in here, so that fits in there. Plenty of room for a project in there. That's the Priscilla bag. Continuing on the stand-up bags, this is Lena. So Lena is a handle bag. It's not meant for your shoulder, and really good for a small to mid-sized project. So I have a large Eden in here. This one has pockets on the inside for some notions or a set of circulars, a larger pocket for your pattern. Pattern might stick out just a little bit out of the top. Black on the bottom so you can set it on the ground. The other thing I want to call out about my bags is that they're really lightweight, so you're not loaded down before you even get started. Super lightweight. And I do try to keep lighter fabrics on the inside, so even some of my black bags have a gray fabric on the inside, so you're not getting things lost. This one does have a little magnet closure. It's a little low, so sometimes it's great if you have something you really want to secure, that's great. Otherwise, I just leave it open. And that's the Lena bag. Comes only in the silks in 5 colors. Let's see. Then let's move on to, this is the Cleo. So a little bit taller, probably the same amount of space though, because she's not quite as wide as the Lena. So Cleo, all right, a round bag, 4 pockets on the outside, stands up all by herself, which is awesome. What do I have in here? I have a start of a sweater, and I have 1 hank, let's see, a skein, and then I had a shawl project on the very bottom there as well. So that's what that looks like. It has a zip pocket on the inside, and then another 2 open pockets as well, plus of course all the 4 pockets on the outside. As I mentioned, there's gray on the inside, so you don't have to worry about losing or trying to find something in the dark interior. So that is the Cleo. Her sister, her big sister, is, what do we have here? This is Tess. So it's about twice the size, and it's the same design, just bigger. Great for a blanket project or a large sweater. I have in here 1, 2, I have 3 Eden cotton bags, and there are cotton projects with skeins and projects started. That's about half full. So again, stands up on her own. You'll have to look at the website for the most up-to-date fabrics. So again, Cleo and Tess. All right, let's move on to the shoulder bags. All right, so this is Isabella. Let me move these out of the way. Okay, Isabella, shoulder bag. Great thing about this is there are a ton of pockets. Pattern pocket, pocket on each side, 2 pockets on the inside, zip closure, gray on the inside, and there are 8 pockets on the inside. I would say smaller than the Tess, a little bit larger than the Cleo, lightweight zip top closure. And again, stands up on her own. So that is Isabella. Now let's compare that actually to let's see. This is the actually let's compare it to the Agnes bag. Okay, so Agnes silk, and it has feet on the bottom. This is my biggest bag, zip top closure. So my biggest bag, what do I have inside here? I have a small lap blanket. I actually have my jacket in there. I actually use this bag for getaways on the weekend sometimes. It's really nice for that because it's so pretty. So that is the, oh, and inside we have a big zip closure and then several smaller pockets for notions, and oh, there's a place for a pen or if you want to put a couple of straight needles in there. So that was another option for that. So this is the Agnes bag, my biggest bag. Again, lightweight. So then let's go back to the Willa. So Willa is taller, probably a little bit, about the same size as height-wise as the Agnes, but not as narrow. This is a really nice shoulder bag. Really like this one, good size, really lightweight, comes in the cotton prints. And on the inside, what do we have here? Let me move some things out of the way. Okay, on the Willa bag, we have a large Eden. Oh, I did put my straight needle roll in there so that you could see it goes, it fits on the bottom. It's a little bit tall. This does have a zip closure, so there's that, but you couldn't close it if you had your straight needles standing up in there. So this is the Willa, and this one has the same thing. 2 pockets in the inside plus a zip pocket, and then it's got this nice pocket on the outside there. So that's the Willa. So a little bit taller than the Agnes, maybe slightly, and then the Agnes bag, and then the Isabella. So that's it, a big rundown of the Della Q bags from A to Z. Check us out at dellaq.com.